Hi, everyone, and welcome to another Web Talk episode here at Elementa. Today, I am joined with Mpopo Evans, who is a software engineer here at Elementa and who also played an integral part in the Read launch. So, Mpopo, how are you?
I'm good.
Good to hear. I think the first thing I'd like to ask, and I usually ask people, is tell us a bit about your role and what your day-to-day looks like. In your case, it would be, I guess, as a software engineer.
Yeah, that's correct. So I'm a software engineer at Alameda. That means I work with other team members to build solutions to meet customers' needs. Okay, so every day as a software, the common activities includes me meeting with other team members, mostly virtually. That is on call, video call, because I work remotely. Yeah, so meeting with other team members. During this time, we get requirements of what solutions we are to implement and also make plans on how to go about that. We get the timeline and all the specifics around that details. So after the call, we go on to what's code. As a programmer, yeah, I do a lot of coding, which is the interesting part. Yeah, for me. An integral part of my work is also communication. So we communicate very frequently as the work progresses, which makes it agile, by the way. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Another question I'd have to ask you is, I guess, what's the most challenging part of being a software engineer? And then alternatively, what's something that's quite exciting or fulfilling when you are doing your role?
Yeah, for me, and as a software engineer, the most challenging part has been work and life balance. Yeah, the programming in all, it's interesting. It's also engaging. Can, when not well managed, can make one to forget about some other things, aspect of life you get. So that work-life balance has been the most challenging part. However, recently I've been working to improve on that by being intentional in terms of planning my time, managing my activities more properly. Yeah, but that's the most challenging part. The exciting things about the work I do, it's the feedback I get from those we build products for. Like, I'm happy when I see positive feedback from clients and whatever users that eventually uses the product. So the outcome basically of the product, it's the most joyous part.
Yeah. And I think just going back slightly to what you said about the most challenging part, I think that can be challenging almost across the board as well for everyone. Depending on what industry you are in, you have to manage your time, especially during this virtual time of working. Managing your time is so important. So I would definitely agree with you. And I'm sure others would also relate to that. Speaking of, I guess, one of the most fulfilling parts being the outcome. Tell us a bit about the role that you played within the launch of Read.
Okay. I actually led the team, of course, under the direction of the CTO, led the team that built the web-based annotation tool, which is called Analyst in the Loop. This is actually the tool that returns visual feedback to users and allows analysts, or basically users, to interact with the AI backend. So these tools consist of the front end and the proxy server. So the front end is what the user interacts with, is what the user sees to get to interact with, while the backend, or mainly the proxy server, interfaces, connects with other services like the AI backend and the data stores that's needed to get the products going.
And to be honest, Analyst in the Loop is such an integral part of the whole product itself. So that's really amazing that you are definitely part of that process, which is really good. And I know those who are trialing it out are enjoying the fact that they can, like you said, interact with the AI. So speaking of AI, why would you say artificial intelligence and machine learning is such a game changer in the cybersecurity world?
Okay. Looking at what is going on currently, if you follow the trend, you see that the number of threats that companies, big organizations, governments are receiving so much. That means to say they also need more hands or more to be more enabled to also combat what is going on. So AI has helped, because one of the work this security analyst does is trying to monitor and see these threats, and whatever threat is happening, they try to monitor it. There are those who write this document we often refer to as the CTI, which is the cyber threat intelligence. So the challenging part around that is the time that is spent by each analyst to try to analyze the data from the documents and convert them into machine readable formats, which can be consumed by other security experts. Yeah. So what AI has done, especially, is to help analysts by automating some of these processes that analysts normally would engage in. That is automatically annotating the threats in the documents, and also reporting that, and also providing, the analysts in the loop part then provide the interface so that analysts can also see what the result is in a very friendly manner, and as well make edits or make changes as they see fit. So the biggest thing for me is the time it saves for analysts, so they can have their time to do other valuable things. Yeah.
Which is also so important, I guess, because cyber threats can be coming in at any time. There could be a potential. So having that extra time is crucial. I definitely would agree with you. So I guess coming towards the end of our conversation, what can we expect from yourself, from the software development team, in regards to what's coming next, perhaps in Elements? Maybe not sharing too many secrets, but what would you say is something you guys are working towards along those lines?
Okay. All right. Like you said, not to share too many secrets. However, we have lots of features lined up, and that borders around making things easier for analysts to do their job, and also improving the accuracy of the results we get from the AI-powered backend. And also, we've been getting lots of positive feedback, as well as feedback about how to improve our products, thanks to the government agencies and organizations that have been using the products and also testing and giving us valuable feedback. So what we'll be trying to do is try to implement this feedback and make sure, the goal is just to make the tool more usable by analysts or the users in general, more friendly, as well as improving the accuracy. Yeah.
Really, really important, I guess, when in relation to a product. So thank you so much, Mpopo, for joining us today. Those of you who have watched and have listened to this web talk, if you do want to find out more about software engineering or anything to do with Elements, make sure you do contact us, and we will get back to you. This has been another Web Talk episode. I'm your host, Renee, and today, as I said, I was joined with Mpopo Evans, who is a software engineer here at Elements.